Came across an interesting graphic today on the transfer portal and women's basketball, and it kind of was alarming and glaring at the same time. Um, Apparently, 27% of the women's basketball players that are already in the portal have already transferred once. Now, I don't know what that says to some people, but to me, it tells us, and I'm sure the men's is probably similar, might be even worse. But to me, it tells us we're living in a world of quitters, like a world of quitters, people that have no understanding of what overcoming things is about, not used to overcoming adversity, always been told yes their entire lives, never faced anything that would make them fight for something. That's kind of wild, in my opinion. And that's not the focus of this particular video, but it came across as I'm reading Instagram and I'm seeing this graphic come up, and I'm just seeing here like, and there's over 1,300 players right now in the portal for women's basketball, which is nuts in itself. But we have another crazy announcement that popped earlier today, and that's Texas just lost another one. Jordan Lee, the starting shooting guard or small forward or whatever you want to put her on the court, Jordan Lee has entered the transfer portal as well. And I mean, God dog, this is becoming nuts. It's already nuts. But now they've lost three starter level players, three players who started last year, starting in the final four, and she's hitting the portal. This is a player who averaged a sophomore out of California. And I'll tell you what, don't sleep on it, but I think UCLA is about to reload because a lot of these players that are leaving their schools are from California and would fit in immediately. Jordan Lee is out of Stockton. She's from Nate Diaz. She's from isn't that the 209? She's from the Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz hood. What's up? She was an all SEC freshman. It's wild. It's absolutely, she was ranked number 9 on ESPN in 2024. So they've lost number 9 player from that class, number 12 player from that class, the 5 player from this past class. And it's wild, bro. Yeah, bro, this stuff is wild. She this year started, is this accurate, 30 games? She started 30 games? Maybe they haven't updated their stuff yet. Let me take a look. Jordan Lee, actually, she played 39 games. She started 38 games. She averaged 13.2 points per game, 42% from the field, 35% from three. Final play of the game against UCLA. I'm going to show it to you. This is the final play against UCLA. And, you never know what's going on in these kids. But you can see Jordan Lee is absolutely wide open right here in the corner next to the referee. 23 seconds to go, down 3, come back from 13 down in 3 minutes and have a chance to tie the game. And truthfully, if they'd won this game, probably would have won the national championship. And she's wide open, and Rory Harmon right here is pointing at her. And Madison Booker is only seeing herself be the hero. And I will speculate again that I'm wondering if these players who are on this team that have jumped into the portal are sitting here saying, I don't want to play with Madison Booker anymore. Seriously, I don't want to play with Madison Booker anymore. Because Madison Booker is the star of this team, and Vic Schaefer has no control over Madison Booker. And in fact, the fact that she was 3 of 23, and I think one, like I said, 1 of 18 or 1 of 19 before she hit a couple of shots. You got a player wide open in the corner. Remember, I said make your other players better, and they have. This is what Madison Booker does, and gets her shit swatted, and the game is over. So you got to ask yourself, could this have been the thing that broke the camel's back type of thing? The straw that broke the camel's back? Don't know. But welcome back again to an edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hype the video, comment on the video, and follow us on social media. But jumping on board with all of this, I mean, you look at some of the players that are now already committing out of the portal. You got Emily Howard, who's going from Liberty to Boise State, and now she's transferring to Ole Miss. She averages 2.4 points per game at Liberty. Why would Ole Miss want a player that averages 2 points per game? Here's a report that Medina Olcott apparently was looking for an extra year of eligibility, and she's been denied. Um, any other ones that popped up? Oh, Talasia Cooper apparently has already made her mind up. She is going to Ole Miss. I think that's a great pickup for Ole Miss, to be honest. It fits. Replacing Cody McMahon, it fits. Makes sense. Makes this one makes a lot of sense. Does it absolutely makes a lot of sense. So I find it. I mean, here we got another one. Power forward Lara Samfi from Stanford. I don't even know what logo this is. Oh, she's going to TCU. She's a 6'3" freshman, 10.8 points, 9.1 rebounds. That's a pretty solid pickup for TCU. But imagine you just transferred after your freshman season. They did get a commitment for Tennessee. Tennessee now has a commitment. Avery Mills, she has committed over at Tennessee. She played at Liberty. Um, Obviously, an opportunity for her to play higher level Division One basketball. So at least now there's a player on the Tennessee roster. And yeah, and then you got the situation here with some little updates on this Bella Hines deal. Her father went scorched earth on a Twitter space commentary. Kind of went off on it. That was seemingly pretty significant. You got another player here, Katarai Poole, who has played at Ohio State, LSU, Houston, and is now in the portal again for her sixth season of college basketball. I mean, she was part of the LSU national championship team. And yeah, this is just, it's wild overall to see what's happening with these players, and they're flying all over the place. By the way, we do have I don't know if this is a freshman or not, so I'm not going to mention her right now. Oh, and UNC, Alina Arnasalo is entering the transfer portal. That's pretty big, but there's a do not contact tag, so she already knows where she's going. Yo, people, this portal is bananas, and we're going to talk about it a lot tomorrow night when I welcome a podcast on. We have confirmed the time, 9 p.m. It is tomorrow night, 9 p.m. It will be alive with the podcast called The Mid Majors. The Mid Majors is a podcast with two women who played college basketball, Division One college basketball. I check out their podcast. I think they're very entertaining, knowledgeable of the sport. They know a lot more about it than I do. So I definitely want to get their perspective on a lot of different topics that, you know, how they feel about the portal because they played college basketball. And can only imagine if the portal was available to them back then, what they might have done. But I definitely want to get their opinion on it and how they feel about what they're seeing and the nonstop hop around talent. And I have heard their comments, and I think they have mixed feelings about it from what I've heard. But I'd love to ask more of them. But you have Jordan Lee jumping into the portal right here, and she was a starter. This is the type of thing that is absolutely wild to me. Absolutely wild to me that you have players bailing like this. And they do have a great class coming in, but at the same time, what is that? They're all freshmen. So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they'll find something else in the portal themselves, but I don't think they're going to find players better than the ones that they had. Realistically, I don't think they're going to find players better than the ones they had. Oh yeah, back to that Bella Hines thing. Before we jump, Bella Hines' father, he kind of went off on her father says this was absolutely the last thing that's the God's honest truth that Bella never had any intentions of leaving LSU. It happened yesterday. Um, this came up yesterday in conversations and trying to talk to coaches about futures and things like that. Basically, there's a lot more to the story than everyone wants to open up or say because no one else is going to speak on Bella's behalf but me. I just can't sit back and continue to see comments and see people talking crazy about a young lady whose happiness, her well-being, her opportunity to showcase her skills and give her an opportunity to play in the league is what matters more than anything. If anybody wants to look at the lineups and look at the rotations and look at the depth of this guard class that we have, Bella was never going to be a priority at LSU. No matter how much people complained or how much we wanted, we saw this year that it was never going to change moving forward. She was always going to be on the back burner and get limited minutes because that's just what it is. And so basically, it seems like they had conversations with the coaching staff. You would think these would have been conversations that you'd have with the coaching staff probably a week ago. So there's definitely been things that have come up that didn't come up earlier, and the truth probably came out that they're not going to give her a real chance to get on that court, which in itself is bad because you're only a week after the season and you don't know what players are going to look like after an off season of development. She's just a freshman, so the father Josh Hines stood up for his daughter. Credit to him on that one. She is from New Mexico. Could she end up at UCLA? Like right now, I'm looking at multiple players that I can see ending up at UCLA because they have an open board. I'm looking at Bella Hines. I'm looking at Aaliyah Crump. I mentioned Minnesota yesterday. I'm thinking now. Let me circle back. Let's look at UCLA. That girl looks like a model, to be honest, and UCLA would get her places there too. Um, I'm looking at Jordan Lee. I'm looking at Justice Carlton. I mean, the whole Texas crew could end up at UCLA. Addie Deal leaving Iowa. I mean, that's 5. So there could certainly be more, but I think UCLA is about to reload. They're about to reload because there are good players now coming out that who would make a major difference immediately for UCLA. So that's what we got. We will be again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Welcoming the Mid Majors podcast, Takara Barnes and Courtney Lumpkin, former Division I basketball players, and we're gonna chop it up with them. And I'm gonna get their opinions on a lot of topics. So I ask that y'all jump on board, check it out, be nice in the chat. This is not a chat to be trolling or anything like that. So yeah, that's about it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Have a good one. Come on now.